Welcome Semester 1 PGDMLT students. I am so thrilled to have you here for your foundational journey into basic hematology and blood banking. Okay, let's dive right into this explainer. Over the course of this semester, we're going to uncover the absolutely incredible diagnostic secrets that are hidden within a single, tiny drop of blood.
But, before we get completely lost in the mechanics of the laboratory, let's just ground ourselves in a bit of history. Way back in 1946, George Minot wrote this incredibly powerful reminder. He essentially said that as you're handling test tubes and calibrating those complex analyzers, you can never forget that behind literally every single specimen, there is a real human being. The center of your activity must always, always be the patient.
And let me tell you, you have chosen an absolutely vital field. Hemoglobin measurements and blood profiling, they're actually the most frequently requested diagnostic tools in all of modern healthcare. It's true. From those early 20th century manual methods to today's highly automated, ultra-fast environments, blood remains the ultimate clinical specimen. It's the key that directly guides clinicians in diagnosing and treating hospitalized patients every single day.
Now, this whole semester is built on 4 core pillars. Let's move through them and see how this all builds together. First up, you'll master blood science, so exploring cell biology and the complexities of the immune system. Then we move into hematological tests, where we'll transition from traditional manual counts all the way to modern flow cytometry. Next up is blood banking, which means really delving into the fascinating genetics behind blood groups. And finally, blood transfusion, where we focus heavily on cross-matching and those absolutely crucial safety protocols.
As we tackle these 4 pillars, your approach to learning really needs to be intentional. So, the crucial point is this. Modern laboratories simply don't need human robots who just blindly follow a list of steps. We want you to become analytical thinkers. That's why we're going to focus so heavily on quality management and ISO standards. We want to ensure you truly understand the why behind calibration and validation, and not just the how. And that actually brings us to a fundamental question for your training. What makes a lab result truly reliable? Today's automated hematology analyzers are incredible pieces of technology, for sure, but they're really only as good as the skilled professional who's operating them. Interpreting reference intervals, verifying clinical decision limits, and recognizing those critical values, like, say, a hemoglobin level dropping below 7.0 grams per deciliter, or a platelet count tanking under 20,000, that requires your critical, highly trained eye. It requires your ability to distinguish between a simple machine error and a genuine life-threatening clinical emergency. Because a reliable result starts long before that sample even touches the analyzer. It starts way back in the pre-analytical phase. And this brilliantly illustrates why those details matter. Think about it. If you use the wrong anticoagulated specimen, you might suddenly face complement binding issues. If you draw blood from an unflushed IV line, the infusion fluid is going to falsely dilute the sample. Or, if you process a hemolyzed sample, you might completely mask actual antigen-antibody hemolysis. Understanding these variables is what guarantees the total accuracy of everything that follows. So, your journey into true laboratory professionalism begins right now. Your personal commitment to quality and precision, that's going to become the ultimate safety net for your future patients. Once again, welcome to your Semester 1 course in Basic Hematology and Blood Banking. As you kick off your studies, I want you to keep this one overarching thought in your mind. How will your precision save a life today? All right, let's get to work.